Touch the leg. You are watching Tibet This Week, our weekly news on Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration. Let's look at the headlines first. His Holiness the Dalai Lama arrives in Ladakh. His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration condole the demise of Shinzo Abe, former Prime Minister of Japan. Sikyong visits Tibetan settlements in Bir and Chauntra. U.S. representative introduced legislation promoting peaceful resolution to the Tibet-China conflict. Zeekyab Rinpoche meets members of European Parliament Mikulas Peksa. Tibet Solidarity Movement begins its 126th campaign day. His Holiness the Dalai Lama arrived in Leh Ladakh this morning amidst a rousing welcome by the leaders and the people of the region. His Holiness the Dalai Lama departed from his residence in Dharamshala for Ladakh this Thursday morning. This is His Holiness's first trip outside his residence since the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic, as he has only granted virtual and in-person audiences until now. His Holiness the Dalai Lama offered his condolences on the sudden passing away of former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on Friday last week. His Holiness appreciated the former Prime Minister's friendship and support to preserve the rich Buddhist cultural heritage and identity, and stated that Mr. Abe truly lived a meaningful life in the service of others. The Speaker of the Tibetan Parliament in exile, Khenpo Sonam Temple, Sikyong and Kalwe Nurjin Droma of the Department of Information and International Relations also sent their heartfelt condolence on the demise of former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. The Central Tibetan Administration, headed by Sikyong held a mass prayer on Monday this week to mourn the tragic demise of former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo. Former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was shot at a political campaign event on Friday last week at the age of 67. He was the longest-serving Prime Minister of Japan. As part of official visit to Tibetan settlements in northern India, Sikyong visited Tibetan settlements in Bir and Chauntra, located in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Sikyong paid his respects to the monasteries, visited schools and institutions in the settlement. Sikyong also addressed the Tibetan residents of Bir Teki and Bir Tibetan Society settlement during the visit. On the second day of the visit, Sikyong was received by the parliamentarians Dorjit Setin and Tenzin Jigdel, settlement officer and representatives from NGOs, and Sikyong visited the Tibetan Settlement Office of Bir Chauntra Nangchin Tibetan Settlement, Tibetan Children's Village School and Sampota Tibetan School Society in Chauntra. Sikyong spoke to the staff and students of Tibetan Children's Village and Sampota Tibetan School in Chauntra, along with local Tibetans at the former school auditorium. Sikyong also attended and addressed the convocation ceremony for awarding certificates to the first batch of graduates in medicine and astrology who completed the study curriculum, practical application and retreat at the Pelpung Sherapling Monastery. Sikyong is currently on a visit to New Delhi, where he is addressing the Sami-Ling Tibetan community in Mochnika Tila. House Foreign Affairs Committee lead Republican Michael McCaul and the U.S. Representative Jim McGovern, co-chair of the Congressional Executive Commission on China, introduced legislation to strengthen the United States policy to promote dialogue between the People's Republic of China and the Dalai Lama towards a peaceful resolution of the conflict between Tibet and the PRC. The Central Tibetan Administration and its Office of Tibet in Washington, D.C. welcomed the move on the part of the U.S. representatives. The Promoting a Resolution to the Tibet-China Conflict Act seeks to strengthen the long-standing bipartisan U.S. policy of promoting dialogue by ensuring that U.S. policy is based on principles of international law and accurately reflect the nature of the conflict between Tibet and the PRC. The legislation seeks to jumpstart negotiations between PRC officials and the Dalai Lama or his representatives. No formal dialogue has happened since 2010, and Chinese officials continue to make unreasonable demands of the Dalai Lama as a condition for further dialogue. Venerable Zeekyab Rinpoche, abbot of Tashilhumbu Monastery in exile, accompanied by head of Tibet Advocacy section of the Department of International Relations, Drukdin Ki, met with members of European Parliament, Mikulas Peksa, President of Tibet Interest Group in European Parliament, as a part of Central Tibetan Administration-led advocacy campaign for the 11th Panchen Lama, Gindin Chögyi Nyima. Rinpoche briefed members of European Parliament Peksa on the special spiritual relationship between His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the Panchen Lama and expressed grave concern over the well-being and the whereabouts of the leader, and urged the European Parliament to pass a motion urging the EU to mandate its ambassador to China to meet with the 11th Panchen Lama and ascertain his whereabouts and well-being, among other things. The representative of His Holiness the Dalai Lama at the Tibet Bureau Geneva, Tile Chögyi, and the former representative of the same office, Chimi Rigzin, joined the 126th campaign of a group of exiled Tibetan families from Switzerland who assembled in front of the UN building in Geneva and calls upon the United Nations to restore freedom and peace in Tibet. In their 126th appeal letter to the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet, and the UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, the families have appealed the United Nations and the world governments to save Tibet and the Tibetan people from the tyranny and oppression of Chinese government. The movement is organized in honor of Tibetans who have self-immolated in Tibet as an ultimate form of non-violent civil disobedience in memory of 1.2 million Tibetans who have perished under the Chinese rule and the Tibetan people living inside Tibet. That is all for this week. See you in the next episode of Tibet This Week. Have a good weekend.